for me, mental health is needed to have a balance between these three main areas: your body, your mind, and your environment. When talking about the body, you need to eat well because your brain needs energy, and the food is the energy that will give to your brain the possibility to do all the things, all the process your brain needs to do. Also, the exercise. Exercise will help your body and your heart to be strength, to help you again do what you need to do in any time. But the best exercise for your mind is the one that you are going to do outdoor. The gyms are perfect for your physical, but for your mental, it's better if you walk in the street, walk in the beach, walk in the mountain, because your brain is working, and it's working and training to making decisions, because you need to make decisions to cross or not the street. It's coming a car, it's coming a dog, it's coming people. So these decisions, you are making them on real time. And with this, you're training your brain. So when you need to make decisions to solve problems, your brain have already the ability to make decisions. When talking about the mind, I'm putting a lot of focus in having fun. How many of you take the time to have fun? How many of you take the time to laugh, to be silly, to go again as when you were a child and being curious and do things with no sense? Almost none of us. So take the time, put a pause in your day to make silly things, things that you don't need to make an effort, a mental effort. Listening to music, dancing alone, listening to jokes, anything that makes you feel fun. Also, knowing yourself, how the emotions work in yourself. If you don't know, all the emotions have a physical reaction. Before you start feeling in your mind, I'm happy, how you know you are happy? Because something in your body is happening. Some of you feel happiness in your stomach, not these butterflies that start jumping and playing in your stomach. Some of you feel it in your heart because your heart starts beating faster. No? Some of you can feel happiness because your face starts moving and you start smiling. So each of you need to identify where is starting the emotion. And with that, you will be able to control your emotions and stop taking decisions with your emotions and be more conscious about what you are deciding. Most of us, when we are with our couple or with our parents and a discussion start coming, probably you were like comfortable in the sofa and your mom, your friend, your boyfriend start arguing. And you're like, what is happening? But instead of asking, you start answering in the same tone. You start a discussion. You start debating. You start yelling. Why? You were calm in the sofa. You bucked the emotion of the other one because you took the decision with the emotion to involve in this discussion. Instead of that, if you identify that the emotion is not yours, it's from the other person, and you start being more curious and ask, what is happening? Why you say that? Can you explain me more because I'm in another tone? With this, you are going to be able to answer consciously and control your emotion and choose from which emotion you want to answer. And the third point is values. It's important to understand which are your main three values. Those values that rules your life. In my case, I was working in a place in which they changed my boss. Till that moment, I was enjoying my job. I was passionate about my job. But suddenly something happened. I started feeling uncomfortable. I was not enjoying anymore, but I was doing the same job. What happened was the boss. The new boss was more limiting me, avoiding my decisions, not listening to my opinions, And I took the time to stand, analyze the situation, why I'm not passionate anymore. And I realized that my first and main value was attacked. My value was freedom. Freedom of thinking, freedom of sharing, freedom of finding opportunities to help my team. So they were attacking my main value. In that moment, I understood that it was a problem of we were not in the same channel, so decisions needed to be taken. And then I decided to leave that job. And now I'm again happy because I'm protecting and I'm defending this value. The third area is the environment. Family, friends, people with which you meet. It's important to create an environment of support, an environment in which you feel comfortable, an environment in which you can go anytime when you need support. The environment can affect the way you feel also in the things that you are doing. But why mental health for entrepreneurs? The research of the National Association of Women Business Owners identified that 50% of the women entrepreneurs have suffered stress, and 26% of them experience depression. This is a huge amount of people suffering in silence, because how many of you have openly said that you are stressed or that you are depressed? Not a lot of you. Why is it important for these women to learn how to manage and how to take care of their mental health? Because entrepreneurs need to be creative. And if you are not okay, if you are depressed, you're not able to see new ways of doing things. Also, we need to be productive, because at the end, we need to give results to be able to support ourselves. So, again, if you are not mentally balanced, you are not able to be productive. And also, you are doing decisions all the days and you are solving problems most of the time. So the more you are balanced in your mental health, the more opportunities, the more solutions, the more things you are going to be able to see. If not, you are going to put the focus only in the problems and not in the opportunities. What can you start doing today? You can start doing setting realistic but challenging goals. Why challenging? Because in the challenge is where you can develop, where you can improve your skills, your competencies. No one likes to be out of the comfort zone, but you have the power to make bigger that comfort zone. And by challenging yourself step by step, you are going to be able to create a big comfort zone in which you can feel comfortable enough to do and to realize all the goals that you are expecting to realize. Also take time to do activities that you enjoy. Having fun and feeling happy, it's important for your mental health. You can be silly sometimes. Learn to say no to the things that are not letting you be more close to your goals. It's important to respect. You decide to go through those goals. Respect yourself, respect your decisions, and follow them. Take care of your body and your mind. Not only go to the gym, not only take good food, but also read, also study, learn. All those things that can also help to your mind to be more stronger and to find more resources for any issue that you will find in the future. And of course, build your support network. We work with a lot of different people, but not all of them are going to be there when you have problems. So you need to identify with whom you can count in those difficult moments. And know to decide and to differentiate who are friends from who are partners, from who are the ones we are working, we are doing something, and with whom you can talk and express your real emotions. So how the future looks for entrepreneurs? You need, as an entrepreneur, to start prioritizing more in your mental health. not everything is about productivity. Productivity is not going to be there if you don't take care of your mental health. Technology, of course. Nowadays, we are surrounded of technology. So learn to decide and to identify which is the technology that is going to help you reach your goals, and use it with critical thinking. Don't use it because everyone is using it. That technology is going to help you reach your goals, then use it. If not, it's okay. It's for other one. Holistic approaches. There's not one single way to solve problems. There's no one single way to train your mental health. There's no one single answer to your problems, to your questions. So the more disciplines you just study, you analyze, the more people you meet, the more people you talk with from different cultures, from different backgrounds, the more answers you will find. Also, in the business industry, we need to create a more inclusive and supportive business world. There are a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of people that are becoming new entrepreneurs, and most of them are building businesses alone. But this doesn't mean that you are alone in business. You can make networks with which you can obtain your results by partnering, by helping each other, by learning from others' experiences. So we can create a big community to help everyone reach their goals. So now is your turn to decide. The future starts today. With the actions you start taking today is how your future is going to be. So you have the power in your minds. I invite you to take time to close your eyes and imagine who you want to be in 5 years. How you look like, what you're doing, how it feels like. Once you have cleared this image, come to the present day and identify the first thing you need to do today to be more close to that image you saw. Thank you, everyone.